Yeah. And we are here for Game 7 of the Kingston Cricket Club's Intra-Club T10 competition. We have the Roaring Tigers facing the Strikers 11 today. Toss won by the Roaring Tigers, who elected to bat. And it's Johan Blake opening the bowling from the Michael Holding end. And he starts with a ball angled down the leg side, hits the thigh pad of Brian Charles Laggy, and Roaring Tigers are off the mark. Oh, it's runs? Okay. So it seems there was a bit of an inside edge there, so one run to Brian Charles Lag. He's off the mark from the first delivery. Oh, and Ronaldo is bold. He goes first delivery. He looks injured. That was an agricultural shot, a wild swing across the line, and Johan Blake strikes middle stump, rock back, and the Strikers are off to a good start. They get their first wicket, second ball of the innings, and the Roaring Tigers are 1 for 1. Merv, you have the app on this? No. I want to get the stream shared. The new batter for the Roaring Tigers team is James McDonald. He comes in at number 3, a bit earlier in the order today. Tigers ringing the changes, the Roaring Tigers seeking a change of fortune. Put yours. Johan Blake into bowl. And he beats McDonald outside off stump. Went for the cuts, didn't get close enough to it. The back foot needed to come across a bit more. That's a dot ball, and dots are very valuable in this format of the game. Blake into bowl again. And that one is a peach. He beats McDonald again. Back of a length delivery. It had a bit of shape, a bit of C movement on it actually. And Blake really showing his worth here. Multi-talented athlete, world-class and world-renowned sprinter, but a very handy right-arm fast bowler as well. McDonald steps down and he works that one into the leg side. Single in the mid-wicket region, fielded by William Stewart, and he scampers through for a single. So good start to the innings for the Strikers thus far. Only 2 runs conceded, and they've already picked up a wicket. So it's 2 for 1 after 5 deliveries. Blake seeking to close out the over here. Oh, and Blake beats Largy outside off stump again. He is hitting that length very hard, about the 5-6 meter length. The batters really have no answer to it. A very impressive first over there from the speedster Johan Blake. Very valuable player for the Strikers 11. Set will be Carlton Forbes bowling left arm over here from the Courtney Walsh end, the north stand end here at Sabina Park. Two fielders allowed outside the circle, inside the power play. Forbes is operating with long on and third man. He has a man at backward point, extra cover, short cover, mid-off, mid-wicket, square leg and short fine leg. And that's a short and wide one there to McDonald. Very fortunate not to be called a wide there by umpire Howell. When he bowls McDonald, all ends up. Peach of a delivery there by Forbes. Mid stump uprooted, cartwheeling down towards wicketkeeper Adam Minot. And the Strikers are on fire here.
Just try to find the place,
Oh no, it's good, it's good. We'll get it sorted. Wait, which keeper? Young Antoine Virgo beating the outside off stump there. It also eludes wicketkeeper Adam Minot. A bye added to the total of the Roaring Tigers team. Full toss, and it's well fielded by young Jathniel Gray there at square leg. Very encouraging to see the youngsters involved and taking part. Forbes looking to bowl his fifth delivery of the over. He's been economical thus far and he's also been successful. Oh, that's a peach there. He beats young Virgo Allens up again. Went to play the off drive, the cover drive. Got nowhere close to it. That ball had a bit of seam movement, leaving the right hander. And he beats him again. That delivery is a fuller one. Youngster should have gotten a bit closer to that one. Seems to have played a drive over the ball. Good start here for the Roaring, well, for the Strikers 11 actually. The Roaring Tigers team in a huge spot of bother. Only 4 runs scored off the first 2 overs thus far. 2 wickets down. And they need to add some impetus to this innings. So it's William Stewart into bowl here from the Michael Holding end. The hat-trick hero from, oh, well fielded Jack Neil Gray. Brilliant work there by the young man at short fine leg. Well done, Neely. Well done, youngster. Good ball there by William Stewart again. Angled into right-hander Virgo. Cramped him. Didn't give him any room whatsoever. Could only succeed in pushing it back to the bowler. Oh, that's a better shot there from young Virgo. He punches that out to the man at deep cover. Scampers through for the single. Decent cricket shots being played, but this isn't the format for elegance. It's all about run scoring and bludgeoning the cricket ball. Bit more positive intent needs to be shown. Oh, that's a decent hit by Largy. Not good contact. Goes out to deep mid-wicket. They get through for 1. The man at mid-wicket was in off the boundary a good probably 15-20 yards. Was able to effect an easy stop. Stroke there by young Virgo down to long on. He gets through for a single. The work done by Brian Latour at long on. Brilliant in the game yesterday against the Blazing Tigers. Took probably the catch of the tournament thus far. Dismissed me. Not very happy about it at all, but credit must go to the work done by Latour. Oh, that's an outside edge from Largy. Went for the big hit. Didn't get good contact. The fielding being done here by Warren Burrows. He gets down to short third man, picks it up and throws it into wicketkeeper Minot. So the Roaring Tigers come through for 2 there. Moves their total onto one ball remaining. 1 ball remaining. Flatter and faster there from William Stewart. Angle down the leg side, not the greatest ball. Largy would have been better suited coming inside the line of that and taking the wide, but a good result for the Strikers 11. Hits Largy and they scamper through for a leg by. Not a great start to the innings for the Roaring Tigers here. 10 for 2 from 3 overs. They need to get going and get going fast. Not a very long game, this one. Not a very long format of cricket at all. Changing the attack here from the Courtney Walsh end, we see Javon Buchanan coming in to bowl. Not the preferred end for off spinners generally, but Buchanan, a seasoned campaigner now, senior cup player for well over 15 years, and he will be seeking to use his skill and guile to young Brian Charles Largy here. 4 fielders outside the circle. There's someone out at deep mid wicket. There's long on, long off. And there was deep cover, but he came inside the circle. Very encouraging to see young Jathniel Gray there jogging across the point. A youngster of only 10 years. Already has made 2 brilliant stops in the outfield. Very talented youngster and definitely one for the future. So Buchanan coming in from right arm around the wicket. And he starts with a wide. He'll be seeking to force the right-handers to cut here to the bigger side of the ground. I reckon that the boundary to the offside of Largy now is about probably 80 meters or so. It's a bit longer now because we're playing on pitch number 1 here at Sabina Park. We're playing on the pitch that is closer to the Kingston Cricket Club. So that probably adds 10 meters or so to the distance. Well, that's another short and wide one there. Very fortunate for that not to be signaled wide by umpire Howell. And that's hit by Largy, down to long on, and Latour takes it again. He's been in very good fielding form, and that's a very good catch from Latour. Generally, a hit like that would have traveled into the stand. Normally, there's a very strong crosswind pushing the ball to the leg side, but on this occasion, it was a power failure. Just not good enough contact for Largy, and he has to go. Coming to the crease now for the Roaring Tigers team is Christopher Gale, right-handed batsman, former Manchester High School standout, very popular local cricket commentator. Christopher Gale into bat now. The man they call CG, popularly known amongst friends on the Great Republic of Siberia as Carnival Guy or Courts Guy. Gale to face his first delivery. Oh, and he opens the face of the bat there and runs it down to third man. He's off the mark, 1 from 1. Good cricket all around there. Smart delivery from Buchanan. Well, expertly maneuvered by Gale. And good feeling by the youngster Leon Stevens at short third man. That's a good punch there by young Virgo. Out to deep cover. comes through for the single. It's good cricket being played, but this format requires a bit more than that. I think this end is the end for somebody like Chris Gayle to chance his hand and play a bit more positively. His team needs the impetus. Let's see how he goes about it. Oh, that's a back of a length delivery on about the line of middle stump. Gayle comes inside and tries to push it into the vacant short mid-wicket area. Not enough power on it, and he did not succeed in scoring a single there. Oh, that's a great cut shot there by Chris Gayle. Unfortunately, straight to the man at deep cover. A bit sloppy work there by Boris Hutchinson, the captain of the Strikers 11 team. Gayle is able to come through for 2 runs. And it's the end of the over. So the Tigers, 15 for 3 after 4 overs. They need to get going here. I think a decent total in this competition is a score of about 95 to 100. Generally speaking, 100 runs in 10 overs, it's a tall ask for a chasing team, but based on the rate of scoring here from the Roaring Tigers, they would do well to get to about 80. A couple of the hits are needed. So young Leon Stevens picked up 2 wickets in the game yesterday against the Blazing Tigers. He is in to bowl to his schoolmate Antoine Virgo. Left arm orthodox, left arm around. Oh, and that's a bad delivery to start. Angled down the leg side. Being chased by young Jathniel Gray. He gets to it. Let's see the throw. Not a well-directed throw, but enough power for wicketkeeper Adam Minot to get to it. Gray has been having good contributions in this game thus far. So encouraging to see him playing. And that's hit out to mid-wicket by young Virgo. They come through for 1. No chance of the second there. Buchanan was off the boundary in a flash. It brings Gayle on to strike here. From what I know of him, Gayle is a player who tends to favor the offside, the extra cover region. Let's see if he'll give himself some room and try to go through that area here. Oh, well bowled there, young Leon Stevens. Seemed to be a straighter delivery there, an arm ball, angling back to Gayle. Gayle tried to make room to run it down to third man again, but could only succeed in getting an inside edge and forcing it back in the direction of the bowler. Boundaries needed here for the Roaring Tigers. Oh, that's a good shot there by Gayle. That's a sweep shot. Backward of square, and he will get 4 runs for that. Good cricket there, Chris Gayle. Good shot. Oh, beaten outside off stump there is Gayle. The foot movement was a bit lazy. That delivery was short and begging to be hit. He had a lot of time, but probably went for too much power. Oh, and Gayle has to go. Good delivery there by young Stevens. Gayle pushes front foot straight down the line of the pitch. bat was beaten, struck in front, and umpire Howell does what is due and raises the dreaded index finger. So Gale goes for... Nah. Only eight. The new batsman is Patrick Harty Jr. Good to see young Leon Stevens getting a wicket here. That was his third wicket of the tournament. He has been a big part of the Strikers 11 team. Harty in, and he plays the reverse sweep first up. That is one of his pet shots. Not good contact there, but he comes through for a single. So at the end of 5 overs, the Tigers are 24 for 4. They do have a batting power play. A power play where they are allowed, where the fielding team is allowed only 2 fielders outside the circle. They will need to use that power play smartly to get some impetus into their innings. They need to make a fist of it here, make a decent effort, because they're struggling in this competition thus far. This is the 3rd game. They lost the 2 prior. So it's Brian Latour into bowl to Harty from the Courtney Walsh end. The 5 outside of the circle, well, there are 4 now. There's long off, long on, deep mid wicket and deep backward square. Here we see the speedster Johan Blake heading out to deep cover. Latour will be bowling some right arm off breaks. Generally throws it very high. Dangerous end to operate like that from. Let's see what Harty has. Always fancies himself as a batter. More known for his left arm orthodox spin bowling. Former, I guess I can say former now, Jamaica Scorpions representative and Kingston CC standout. So there's long off, long on. There's a man at cow corner, deep mid wicket and deep backward square. Oh, and Harty is out bowl. Came down the wicket, took a swing at it, missed it, and lost his middle stump. That ball was probably 35 miles per hour, if that fast. It really had no pace whatsoever on it. Enticed Harty, and he was beaten all ends up. The Roaring Tigers team really struggling here. 24 for 5. Ralston Levy is the new batter. And I think at this point, they're in danger of not facing the full allotment of 10. It's farcical when you think about it, really. Yeah. Full toss from Latour, hit down to backward square by Levy. William Stewart does the feeling out there. That was a delivery that was asking to be hit for 6. Levy probably a bit rusty now, hasn't played cricket for a while, I can imagine. Former UTEC Knights standout. That's firmly punched by Virgo, but it goes out to long off. That is only a single. I don't think anybody will chance a running 2 to Johan Blake with the ground speed that he has. Oh, attempted slug sweep there by Levy. No contact whatsoever. Latour is playing a dangerous game here, I think. Bowling very slowly with a lot of flight, but the batters are really struggling to hit it. Tucks up Levy there, no runs scored. So the strikers well and truly in charge of this contest thus far. They've been stifling this Roaring Tigers batting effort. Levy hits that one up in the air. It goes out to mid-wicket, drops just short. They come through for one, go for the second. Forbes not blessed with a strong arm, and they get it comfortably. No. Stewart into bowl to young Virgo. It's a full delivery. And it struck straight back into the stumps at the non-striker's end. It was a delivery that was difficult to get under. Young Virgo seems a good talent, decent stroke maker. It's just that this format is a bit difficult, but an introduction is needed for these youngsters to cricket like this. Oh, and he goes stumped. William Stewart picks up a wicket here. Great glove work there by wicketkeeper Adam Minot. Delivery outside the line of off stump. Young Virgo chipped straight down the line. Didn't get close to it, and by the time it pitched, he really had no chance. Easy stumping for Minot. And the strikers 11 are all over the Roaring Tigers here. 28 for 6 in 6.2 overs. The new batter to the crease is Marquise Edwards, right-handed batsman from St. George's College. Oh, and Edwards goes first ball. Stewart strikes with an arm ball there, sliding back into the stumps. Edwards beating all ends up with that delivery. There was a gap between bat and pad, and you can't afford to miss the left-arm spinner angling back at your stump. Stewart has been operating very skillfully here. He picked up a hat-trick on Friday in the game against the Rapid Fire 11. It was a losing effort for the Strikers team, but Stewart was the real standout in that game. New batter to the crease is The new batter to the crease is Rakeem Heslop, the man that they call Spreadsheet. 28 for 7. Oh, Stewart nearly had the third hat-trick there. I think the captain could have given him a bit more support being on the hat-trick there, but Heslop gets to a bit of a misfield by Latour down at long on. Stewart has been bowling very well in this tournament, and the Strikers seem to be a very good bowling team, I must say. Outside edge there from Heslop. They just moved the man at short third man, and that's 4 runs. Well ball there, Stewart. So Stewart completes his set of 2 overs, 2 for 11. Very good performance from him here again today, the tall left arm spinner. It's Latour into the attack again. That's well struck by Levy. Oh, and that beats the speedster Blake. It would have had to be well hit to beat that man, but 4 runs there to the total. And good hit there by Ralston Levy. That ball was short and wide and really asking to be punished. That one is hit down to Cow corner. The field well set by Latour. Only a single brings Heslop back onto strike. No wide there. That got a bit of contact on Heslop's pads. Heslop, aka Spreadsheet, big crowd favorite in the local fraternity in Jamaica's cricket.
Okay.
He trips down the wicket. Not good contact there, inside edge. It goes to Cow corner. There was no way 2 runs would have been on there. Not against Joel Yuan. Yeah, that is a wide ball, short and wide. And he goes bold. Well flighted delivery again there from Latour, not giving Levy the chance to use to freeze arms. Flighted, pitched and spun a bit and hit the top of leg stump. Great bowling here by Latour, very good skill being employed. 8. Total now 41 for 8. McCormack into bat and the Roaring Tigers in a huge spot of bottom. 41 for 8 after 7.5 overs. Yeah. Latour into McCormack. And he's also bowled right through the gate, flighted, pitched about 4th or 5th stump outside off. The batter allowed it to drop, hit the pitch, and he got a large amount of turn from it. That's the off spinner's dream, hitting the top of middle stump there. An expert bowling here from Latour. He's really teased and tempted the batters from the Courtney Walsh end. Generally the end that is targeted by batters at Sabina Park. Into bat now is Nehemiah Perry, former West Indies and Jamaica representative. Now the president of Kingston Cricket Club. His team here, the Tigers, though, are in a spot of bother. Well, not even a spot. A spot would be an understatement. So mandatory power play here. Johan Blake into bowl. And he beats a head slap outside off stump again. Blake has been steady in how he has operated in this game thus far. He's been hitting about the 5 meter length with consistency, just back of a length outside off stump, and the batters have really struggled to get him away today. First over went for only 2 runs and he picked up a wicket. And he beats Heslop outside off stump again. Good bowling here from Blake. Always fancied himself as a cricketer. He's getting the opportunity to show his skills here in this intra-club T10 competition. Oh, that's a good delivery, back of a length again, but this one was aimed at the stump. Cramped Heslop for room, could only get an inside edge out to the mid-wicket region. Fielding done by William Stewart. So Blake into Perry. And that's a wide down the leg side. Scamper through for a single. President not looking in the best of shape now. Seems to be struggling. Did complain about having a bit of discomfort in the knee, but based on the competition's rules, an over 50 player must take part, and so he's here doing do for his team. Good show of commitment. That's angled down the leg side again, and that's a wide. It's Blake into Heslop. Oh, and he's beaten again. Heslop doesn't seem to have a clue. Not sure what's going on at all. You heard Latour at point there, sledging him a while ago, asking him what's the result of all the practice that he's been doing. Tried to get a single there, but that definitely was not on with the injured Nehemiah Perry at the non-striker's end. Would possibly have been a single when he was 20 or 25, but not at this age. Blake to Heslop. Pulls away and tries to hit that one through the offside. Not good contact. And it trickles to the man at cover. That one is put down there by wicketkeeper Minot. It was a good delivery from Hutchinson. Back of a length. Hit the outside edge of Heslop's bat. Minot went diving to the right but could not hold on. No intent whatsoever being shown here by Heslop. It's the last over of the game, only 2 deliveries left. He really has to take a chance and have a go. Well, that being said, it's the last pair but still the runs are needed. Only 46. And he comes inside and tries to play the dill scoop and misses it. Ill-advised shot with third man and fine leg back on the boundary. Don't think he would have succeeded with getting a lot of runs from that shot. And that's another dot ball. And that brings the innings to a close. 46 for 9 in 10 overs. The Tigers really limping towards the end of their innings there. So we're resuming action here at Sabina Park. The Roaring Tigers team could only manage 46 from their allotted 10 overs. So they'll be seeking to defend 46. 47 will be the total that, yeah, Buchanan and Latour. Yeah, we're good to go. So it'll be Ralston Levy operating from the Courtney Walsh end to Javon Buchanan. Flighted delivery. Buchanan goes inside out, gets it just over the man at cover, and they come through for a single.
You have match next week?
No, the week after.
Oh.
So leave it to Latour. The two outside of the circle are Long On and man at Cow Corner, not really deep mid wicket. He's operating with a slip. To be honest, President Perry can't really do much running today. There's a man at short fine leg, a very fine leg, I must say. Backward point, one man at cover, mid off, and a man at mid wicket on the circle. Man at square leg as well. And that's firmly struck by Latour. Good feeling there by Chris Gale at Long On. That ball bounced up a bit, protected his face and effected the stop. So clear intent being shown by this Strikers 11 team. They haven't succeeded in getting any boundaries yet, but positive intent definitely being shown. Buchanan dances down the wicket, firmly pushes that one, and it's a great stop by James McDonald at long on. A bit of football. I don't know him to be a footballer, but very good with the feet there. Saved a short 4. Well, he saved 2 runs for the team because the batters came through for 2. That's firmly struck to McDonald. Oh, and he drops it. Got around, got there, but could not hold on. A life for Buchanan. He and McDonald are good friends, and it might be a bit of an arrangement there. Down again towards long on. A bit easier for McDonald to effect the fielding here. Intent being shown by Buchanan. Fortune favors the brave, they say. Buchanan only allowed to face 8 deliveries, and Patrick Harty just making a check there. Players are very serious about the rules in this competition. All in the name of fun, but rules are rules. So Levy to Latour. Oh, that's a good delivery there. Almost sold Buchanan down the river. Early caller, yes, Buchanan was halfway down and had to send him back. Luckily, based on where the ball ended up, Levy wasn't able to turn around and effect a throw. So 7 from the first over. Good first over from Levy. Unfortunate not to have taken a wicket. So the new bowler is Andre McCormack. He'll be operating from the Michael holding end. Operating with long off and long on outside the circle. Everybody else inside, of course. He has a man at slip, backward point. 2 men on the circle at cover. He has mid-wicket, square leg, and short fine leg. Oh, and he starts with a beamer to Buchanan. That is a no ball. That's dangerous play. Firmly struck in the head there, Buchanan. A bit unfortunate. Have to check with him to see if he's okay. So it's a free hit to Buchanan. Firmly struck down the ground by Buchanan. 6 runs straight into the side screen. The free hit duly dealt with there by Buchanan. And that one is hit high out to mid wicket. Virgo runs around. He can't get to it. Throw comes in. And they come through 4-2. Because the no ball was in it. So yeah, but that happened a couple of times, you know. It happened with Bailey as well. So last ball here that Buchanan can face. Last legal delivery, that is. He gets another full toss. And that's dispatched into the clubhouse for 6 more. Yeah, 8. Yeah, that's him. That's him. So 20 for 8. Buchanan, he actually has one more delivery. The no ball was not a part of his allotment. He's been striking the ball well this weekend. Made 23 from his 8 yesterday. And today he's already on 20 with one more delivery to face. So Buchanan goes and the new batsman is Joel Yuan. Good innings played by Buchanan. 20 off 9. Strike rate upward of 200. Not good contact there from Yuan. That hit the toe of the bat firmly. That sounds like a split bat to me. There's some work for the bat repairer to do for sure. Shot there by Yuan, firmly struck through cover. Nobody had a chance. The man at long off can only jog around and pick it up and retrieve it.
Over.
So 26 for 1 in 2 overs. The strikers are going great guns, and this will do wonders for their net run rate. a delay in proceedings here because umpire Wayne Da Costa, the man popularly known as Jabba, was standing up at cover waiting for the game to resume when he really needed to be at square leg. So it will be Levy to Latour again from the Courtney Walsh end. Oh, that's well bowled there by Levy. Definitely rolling back the years to his days at UTEC. Flat, fast, a bit of spin, and Latour had no answer to it. That's a wide though, that's angled down the leg side. Latour went for the sweep, got no contact. Firmly struck there by Latour down to long off. Didn't get the sort of contact that he would have liked. Couldn't get under it really. This is good bowling by Levy. Good start here. He'll be bowling to Joel Ewan now. The 5 outside the circle are deep cover, long off, long on, mid wicket and square leg. There's a man at short third man, short fine leg, backward point and cover on the circle. Ewan comes down the wicket and tries and ends up having to play a late cut. Poor bit of work there by Rakeem Heslop, the man they call spreadsheet at backward point, and Ewan is able to come through for the second. That's a proper cricket shot there by Ewan. That is straight, and that is 4 runs. Good use of the feet there by Ewan, who impressed in the recently concluded Jamaica Super 50 competition for the Tigers. Scored a very well played half century, I must say, in the final. He's following up on some good form of the last 2 to 3 seasons. Good player of spin and pace. One to look for definitely. Not good contact there. He goes for the slog sweep. Only succeeded in getting a top edge. Poor bit of work there by Marquise Edwards, but luckily the batters weren't very aggressive in their running. It only resulted in a single. Three. That's well bowled again by Levy. Latour is looking to go for power and hit him into the stands, but he's using good skill, pushing and pulling as they say, not giving Latour the sort of length that he's looking for to get under it and ease them into the stands. So it's Perry into Ewan. Yuan comes down the wicket. Not good contact. And that's a very good catch there by Rakeem Heslop at long off. That will be a moment for him for sure. He will share that on social media. That's for certain. So President Perry strikes with his first delivery. So the new batter here is Warren Burroughs. I must say, of all the over 50 players, I think he has been the most energetic and exciting in all the games. Not the greatest cricketer by any means, no disrespect to Warren, but he gives 100% effort every time, and you must appreciate somebody like that. This competition is really geared towards people like him, and it's so encouraging to see him participating actively every single game. Huge part of the Strikers team. It's good for the camaraderie. So it's Perry to Latour. And that is lofted down to long on. The man comes around and he takes it. President Perry has 2 in this over. He strikes. He gets Latour. And he looks like the man with the golden arm today for the Roaring Tigers. So Adam Minot is the new batsman. Perry with 2 wickets for 1 run from his 4 deliveries thus far. And that's well bowled back of a length. Minot comes back and pushes it out to mid-wicket. No chance of 2 runs there. But it's been very good cricket thus far from President Perry.
If James catch Bucky right is a different game.
Perry to Burrows. Tries to loft that one over Medan. Not good contact. Only succeeded in getting an inside edge to square leg. But very good over there from Nehemiah Perry. 2 wickets for 2 runs. Very economical over from him. Yeah. So into the attack here is Patrick Harty Jr. He'll be seeking to work a miracle for the Roaring Tigers. Not somebody I would bet against because I've seen him do it before. Harty, left arm around from the Courtney Walsh end, his preferred end here at Sabina Park. He starts with a ball just inside the wide line. Minot being very watchful and cautious to Harty, a lot of respect being shown. He gets down to play the cut there, well fielded there by Nehemiah Perry. He's always been a good fielder. That's something that won't really leave you. The reflexes might slow down, but the technique never goes. That's well bowled again there, Harty. Another dot ball here to Minot. That's 3 dots. And that's a single there for Minot. That is what he would want. Brings Warren Burrows onto strike. He gets an outside edge down to short third man. No chance of a run there. Good work there by wicketkeeper Laggy. Only 1 run from the over thus far. The last 2 overs have been very good for the Roaring Tigers. Oh, and that one bounces just over the stump. Fortunate there for Burrows. So that ball, so very good over there from Harty. The last 2 overs have been good. Perry's over went for only 2 runs and he got 2 wickets. And then Harty bowled his over there for conceding only a single. That's well bowled by Nehemiah Perry. No pace on it whatsoever. That's well bowled again there by Perry. Minot not looking to take any risks at all. He knows that he is the man in charge in this partnership here. Minot dances down the wicket, hits it down to long on. And that's a brilliant catch there by Rakeem Heslop. That is a social media worthy moment. Spreadsheet with a stunner. We saw a big catch yesterday from Brian Latour, but surely that one from Rakeem Heslop will have to be considered for one of the catches of the tournament as well. Great work by the man that calls himself the spread.
No one 7. No one 7.
Well, the new batter here is Boris Hutchinson. The strikers 40 for 4 in 5.3 overs. They only need 8 runs to win. Really making a mountain out of an anthill. But the game of cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties. Captain Boris Hutchinson coming to the crease here now. Oh, that's a dot ball. That's well fielded there by President Perry, ever the competitor. And this contest has come to life here. That's a wide ball, unfortunately. Everybody is a bit disappointed there. Oh, that's well bowled there again by Perry. Really in his element here now. I'm sure he'd want another over out of this. The allotment of 2 probably a bit too small. It's been good bowling from him. The skill never really leaves you. Arts! Arts! Comedy of errors here. Sloppy feeling there and then the overthrow. The game was getting interesting, but I think those 2 runs would ease a bit of pressure. Oh, they only took 1 run. So Hutchinson has the strike for the over here now. And he is signaling that he wants the power play. Aiming to finish it here now in this over. So it's Gale to Hutchinson here. And that is 6 runs. Flighted delivery. Hutchinson slugs that one over wide long on. That is meat and drink for him. And that's the end of the game. Finishes in style. And an easy victory here for the Strikers 11, winning this game by 6 wickets.